Now, Sir Ivan, if you will press this switch over when I say now, that will open our station. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now.
That they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
Hello guys, how are you all? So welcome to the stream. So I apologize for the slightly late start. I will explain what happened. Me and Natasha, we were in our little chat room where I have a room that isn't actually part of the stream, and we were doing some stuff which I'll go through in a bit, and we're like, right, okay, fine, let's go live. We went live at pretty much exactly 8 o'clock. I played the intro and I'm like, where's the broadcast button gone? Oh, we're in the wrong room. So we had to come out of that room and then go in. So we're a little bit late. I do apologize. So I have a guest today. It is...
Hello, how are you? I'm good.
So I have got, considering we only streamed, 24 hours ago, I have got so many announcements and so many thank yous. It's unbelievable for Sunday. So in roughly time order, my first big thank you goes to Smith's Beads, who, despite their every effort, unfortunately didn't come by Thursday, but I've now got my ABs. They got delivered today by courier on a Sunday, which is a bit odd, but they came. So I have picked all the white drills out of the diamond painting and I've replaced them with ABs. And there's only one person in the world other than myself that have seen it. What did you think, Natasha?
I think it looks looks a lot better than when the white was there.
Yeah, I mean the white was just the place marker, so to speak.
Yeah, it looks
now that I've replaced them with ABs, it's really blended in and it's just added something. And I'm now saying I think the amount of ABs is somewhere between a little bit too much and spot on. I haven't fully decided, but we'll see. So the next thank you is to Natasha, who we have been working well. So right, I'll tell you something about YouTube creation. You make a 5-minute video, but a 5-minute video doesn't take 5 minutes. Now we have just made between us a video that comes to 1 minute and 3 seconds, and it's taken us the best part of an hour. But we pretty much picked Natasha's brains, but I will show you that video in a bit. I just need to confirm that it's Haribo TV is watching. So Haribo, if you could give a big yes for me, I will show you a first draft of a video I've made. Also, I've been doing a bit more Amazon shopping today. I bought a camera stand, a microphone stand, sorry, for my Blue Yeti. And there it is. So now my camera's freestanding. It's so that I can free up this to use in the diamond den. I haven't quite got the name. Oh, there we go. There's the diamond painting. So that is it with
I'm liking it like that.
I really do like it because look how they blend it. It's only when you catch it at a certain angle and it then stands out. But can you see why I'm somewhere between spot on and a little bit too much?
I don't think it's too much, to be honest.
No, it's not. It's not jumping out at me and going, Jesus Christ, how many have you put in? But I think I could got away with less. But yeah, I really do like that. So it's Haribo TV, right? So we have been working on a video. We think it's all right. I've got a couple of issues with it, which I won't say, because if I say to you, this is my issue, you'll go, oh yeah, or you'll just be the good friends that you are and go, no, it's perfect. So I'll wait for you guys to say something, and if you don't say it, it must be all right. So this is first draft of a Haribo intro that I've made. You've seen it here first, guys. Are you ready? Now, I will just say something about my intro videos. They always have 5 seconds of nothingness at the end and about a second or two at the end. This is so that you can hit the hit the video, and then you've got 5 seconds to hit the go live button. Otherwise, you sometimes end up. So excuse the bit at the beginning, but right. So here we go. 3, 2, 1.
You, otherwise I'm gonna call the policeman.
Come in, Squad Car 4.
Hello?
Haribo Star Mix is now tastier than ever.
Like fire and a little bit of electricity. This apple's got a face like Uncle David. It's kind of sweet and sour. You can make a big sandwich. Right, that's it. No more sweets for a week.
So what did you think, guys? Honest thoughts. We know where our favourite bit is, don't we?
Did you see me?
Big sandwich. So I don't know. That was really good fun making that. That was good fun. And then we played it at the end. And then I said to Natasha, I said, now actually think that every single clip is aimed at Haribo. And then Natasha said, well, I don't like the bit about looking like Uncle David. I said, well, everybody's got a David who's got a sister or a brother who's got a child, haven't they? And how do we know he hasn't got an uncle called David? Right, so the video, sorry, I meant to say, Laura, it's an intro video for Haribo TV. I was watching one of his videos there, and he was saying about doing, just like I have an intro. So obviously the intro has to say a little bit about the person you're about to watch. And obviously you've got Haribo, so you've got to use, and then obviously it's not that serious. It's a lot of fun and mucking around and just enjoying yourself. That's what I thought that would say. But yeah, that's hopefully that's what my intro video says as well. So just like if you're standing in the kitchen and your TV comes on in your living room, you know what program is coming on because of the intro. So yeah, right, okay, so let's do the comments. It's Haribo TV, big smiley face. Kenneth says, Kenneth, you're slow. You're not the first one today. So hello, afternoon, everyone. Got my seat warmed up, ready for my first guest. Right. I just heard something. Bear with me a sec. Sorry, I heard a sort of a moving sound, and the only thing I could see was the TV on the wall, and then I sort of was pulled out a little bit, so I thought I'd just push it back, because obviously if you've got something sticking out from the wall, if it's longer, it puts more weight on it, doesn't it, and puts more pressure on the top. Anyway, so the prize was won. Well, the game was won yesterday on the on the yay or nay game. The answer was octopus. So I have another Another one I haven't told Natasha. Natasha, I haven't told you ever. I'm not going to. I haven't told Teresa what it is yet. I'm a bit naughty, but people can guess. I've got it in my mind. So Haribo's obviously going to have a guess. And there it is. My first guess. Is it a place like a country or city or town? No, it is not. Chris Davis Will says hi. I'm really sorry, Chris. We didn't invite you because we were doing the video and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, it starts. But if you want to jump in a bit later on, come and join in. Laura Robson says evening all. Smith Speed says hi all. Capital letters, yes, and capital letters, big yes. Do you think Haribo might have liked that video?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that was all right. Do you want any changes made to it? There's a couple of bits where we can be quite critical on it. But like I said, I didn't tell you because you might just go, oh yeah, because if I put it in your mind, whereas if I show you with no expectations, you can go, oh, I like this bit and I don't like that bit. But I say we have our favourite bit. Sandwich.
I even did it when you played it again.
What's that?
I even did that part when you played it again.
I heard you, yeah. But yeah, no, we did like that. And I really liked, we knew we had to use the police bit, but we got to the end and we just thought, if we keep putting clips in, it's going to be like 10 minutes long. And it'll get a bit boring. Not all the clips are fantastic. And then we got to the end and we had a choice of 2 clips. That was the police one. And we really liked the one where you go, stop you or roll call. So we just thought, let's put the 2 together. So, right. It's Haribo TV, LOL. Laura says, need you to send me. I will send you my address. I'll do it on Facebook. If I forget, which I often do, just remind me and go, oi, address. Exclusive on Penny Pit Stop. LOL, OMG, that was fun. I'm glad you liked it. I like it. Uncle David. Yeah, it looks like Uncle David. Right, so that one we've answered. And you don't sound stupid. Why is it someone says, a lot of people say this, the only stupid question is the one that you don't ask. So, yeah, don't ever feel stupid about asking questions. That was so good and funny. It's perfect. Oh, good. But let me, no, you're not me. Because me and Tasha's just had a really good early evening on that. And, we really did enjoy it. And that's, yeah. I mean, I've made videos, sometimes brilliant, sometimes not so good. I don't mind making videos for people. And, I made one for Chris. I made my own intro for this one. I have a guy who watches a lot of my shows and he'll make thumbnails and things for me. And he's made a lot of my, what he's done is he made a video for the, like an intro for my pre-produced videos. And he's done it in such a way that I can edit it easy. So you'll see that my pre-production videos have all got the same skeleton. It's just like, it's like having a tree and I've added the leaves on. So no, I got a lot of joy in making that. We did have a laugh, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
But yeah, Laura Robson, gotcha. OMG, I love that intro so much. We'll play it again later on, shall we? Thank you, Penny and Tasha, so freaking much. OMG. Well, I think he likes it. Up to you, but I love it so much. The kid voice and all the sweeties and packets of Haribo. To be honest with you, if you've got a name of Haribo and you like Haribo sweets, it's really the only thing I could have used, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right. It's something to do with the home. This is the guess, is it? Is it something to do with the home? No. Sorry, guys. You're not doing so well, are you? Instead of Uncle David, it should say Auntie Penny. No, I don't look like sweeties, do I? Right. Teresa, loved the intro for Haribo. And Haribo, I need both of your... No, honestly, you can ask all you like. Are we honestly right?
I don't even have a wish list. That's why I don't.
We honestly did enjoy doing that.
We had such a laugh every time that sandwich came up. That's it. We're both shouting it.
Yeah, but we did enjoy making it, and the last time I made a video that I'm like, oh, that's so freaking good, is a New Year video I made nearly two or 3 years ago. It was right in the middle of COVID, and I did a little thank you video for everyone for New Year, and I actually was just playing around with some of the templates in my software, and I just started putting things together, and I ended up making this video, and I just absolutely loved it and watched it. Normally, you saw my process, Natasha. By the time we finalized that video, I've watched either in part or full. I've watched that video probably 50 times. You know, you're playing the clip you want to make. You got to get just the right bit. You've got to cut it. You bring it in. Got to see how it sounds, and then once you've done it all, you then have to play the whole lot to see that it works okay. Then you actually make the video. Then you got to play the video. This is why a lot of my videos on YouTube, I don't like them, because I've seen them so many times. You know, you might like EastEnders, but do you want to sit there and watch it 40 times? You know, that's kind of how I feel about my videos. But that one, I can watch that again. So by coincidence, I've got a comment coming up in 3 comments time. Right, Laura, can't think of a name for my name for the channel. Right, so there's 3 kinds of names as I see it. One is just simply go with your name. I wouldn't give too many details away. So maybe go for the name of Laura. I like names where it tells you what the channel is about. You can make a completely different pseudonym, or the purpose. So some of the channels that I watch, tell you what, let's go through my subscription list on YouTube, and then we'll be able to see the types of names. You'll find a lot of them are Game of Thrones related, but where are we? Right, so Ice Queen 7, so that's the nickname. The Interesting Modeling Company, you know, that says to me they don't take themselves too seriously. Gross Models, now Gross is his company name. I've got 753 subscriptions. Rex's Hangar. Now, what do you think Rex's Hangar is about? Yeah, well, we guess his name is Rex. Hangar is where you store aeroplanes, so it's probably got something to do with aeroplanes. We've got History of Westeros, which is a Game of Thrones thing. Alt-Shift-X doesn't really give a lot away, but Glidus, Talking Thrones, what do you think that's about?
Well, it's got to be Games of Thrones, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Casual Criminalist. Zealand is the guy's name or nickname. Emergency Nerd Soup. You know, Decoding the Unknown. It's Haribo TV. What do you think that one's about?
I don't know. I haven't worked that one out yet.
Sweeties on television.
Yeah.
In Deep Geek. Grey Area. See, Chris Davis, he's got a good channel name. Chris Davis World. It's the world of Chris Davis that covers everything that he does. Play on your name. See, when I changed my channel name last time, the main ones I was going to go with either Penelope's Pit Stop, which is a bit of a play on Penelope Pit Stop, and the other one I liked was 50 Shades of Purple. But we thought the 50 Shades of Purple might give it a bit of a too seedy look. You know, obviously it's a play on 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
And I went with Penelope's Pit Stop, and then some people had troubles pronouncing it for some reason. But yeah, there you go. Look, Diamond. The only trouble with Diamond Painting Live with Laura is I would be expecting all the videos to be live. So if you're planning on doing pre-recorded videos, then maybe that's not the best name. So, but that's my thoughts on it. Anyway, right, let's go back a bit. Don't want to miss any. So Laura Robson says, hi, Teresa. So Pencil Surprises, I missed the intro. Can I please see it? Well, I really hate to disappoint my viewers, don't I? I mean, that would be terrible, wouldn't it? All right, here we go. Right, so this is the intro for It's Haribo TV.
Stop, you. Otherwise, I'm going to call the policeman.
Come in, Squad Car 4.
Hello?
Haribo Star Mix is now tastier than ever.
Like fire and a little bit of electricity. This apple's got a face like Uncle David. It's kind of sweet and sour. You can make a big sandwich. Right, that's it. No more sweets for a week.
There you go. That's the Haribo TV intro, which I just laughed at as much as I did the first time. Right, Laura Robson. Hi, Teresa. Oh, we've done this. Hi, Laura. Right, only problem maybe is copyright. Yeah, I am going to upload that to my YouTube channel. Oh, Laura, Natasha's got a problem. Hello. Copy.
Oh, I got echo.
Yeah. When that happens, she just disappears and she'll come back in again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload it to my issues. I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel as an unlisted video. And when you got copyright issues, I don't think they are. I've tried to get little clips. But if there are copyright issues, YouTube are very, very quick to pick up on it. So obviously, if there is copyright issues, it's going to cause a problem with this show. But that's not a problem. Right. Laura's Luxuries. Learning with Laura. I like those two. They're names to ponder. Like mine is Pencil Surprises, because when I did the channel, I did just colouring. Yeah. So, but, Pencil Surprises. Okay. It's going to be something to do with a pencil. Oh, she's doing diamond painting. Surprise! That works, doesn't it? It's like having a meat pie with no meat in it. Surprise! No offense, but my intro is better than. Well, I'm not here to start an intro war. Sorry, was away for a minute. My nickname is Haggis. Do you know what? I like that. I like that because if you use the word haggis, it instantly tells people you're from Scotland. So I like that. If you can get the word haggis in there. Right, Diamond Painting Live with Laura. Diamond Painting Live-ish with Laura. Okay, yeah. It would be both live and pre-made. My favourites then is Diamond Painting with Laura. Keep it nice and simple, but get the word haggis in there. I really like using the word haggis. It's such a descriptive word. It says so much about you. It just before I be see, you've gotta. There's lots of different ways. See, like if there was a channel called Boring Diamond Painting, it would intrigue me, right? And maybe it's called boring because it isn't boring, but using the word haggis, that tells me so much about you before I've even seen any of your videos. And if you said diamond painting, then obviously I know what it's about. Haribo says LOL. Look, intro. Uncle David, you like that bit, do you? That's not my favourite bit. Although there's one bit I'm now starting to think, why did we all the bits we missed out? Why did we put that one in? But I do like the bit. It says it's fire and electricity. Right, unsure with some of the music, Penny. It sounds like all the music used to use. Right, yeah, I have used that music in the past, and I won't be using it again. I used it for another show where I streamed with someone. I probably won't be streaming with it again. But it's a nice piece of copyright-free music. But the music can be changed. But part of the reason why I chose that music was it can be cut in, like, there hasn't got bars of music that are like long notes. That's the word I'm looking for, long notes. It's all sort of thing. Bradley Beaumont, good evening all. How are you? Like I said about that video, it's a first draft. So everyone coming in and saying, I'm not sure about this and that, that's all fantastic. Love it. It's amazing. I'm glad you liked it. It just seemed the obvious thing to do, really, wasn't it? Teresa Smith, good evening, Bradley. So I just had an Amazon order. I showed you some of it, and it's quite funny, actually, because let me show you what I've ordered and what I got. So you've seen the new stand, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I've got a freestanding stand for me mic instead of on a boom, which means I can use the boom in the bedroom. So the next thing I ordered was a camera holder. And I think it's all right. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong one. I need present. So share screen. So that's what I've ordered. So I can put my webcam on there and I can have that pointing downwards onto the diamond paintings. That's all good. And this is obviously you get things in pieces. But this is what I got. There's the stand. There's the boomy bit. And then this bit unscrews and it comes up, and this bit goes on the end, and that's the swivelly bit. So I think that'd be pretty good for pointing down on my diamond paintings, and it's freestanding, which could actually work on that desk. With this desk it wouldn't work because I've got so much stuff on the desk, but yeah, that's a good one. So next one, what was the next one? Oh yeah, a webcam, you know. A webcam so that I can look at me. So this is so that's what I've ordered. It's a cheap and cheerful one. Probably not much better than the built-in webcam, but the webcam that you're looking at on me now actually was cheaper than this was. So I'm not overly concerned. I think that'll be all right. And then because I've got so many USB devices, I ordered this. If it ever comes up. Powered. I do always go for a powered USB hub. I don't rely on the laptop's power supply. You start plugging too many things in, especially if you've got a couple of webcams. It starts getting a bit power hungry. So I do buy and these are actually a smaller version of the ones that I use anyway. The one I've got for my desk is about 10 port. That's what I got. It's an HDMI cable. So I don't think that one quite worked properly, did it? So that's got to go back and I've got to get a new one. So it's a bit disappointing that... Oh, wrong button. It's a bit disappointing that it was the USB hub. So all these things I've got I now can't use because I can't plug them all into the laptop. And if I don't, I'm going to get it sorted out tonight. So I'm going to get it before Tuesday, and I'm away for 4 days off on Tuesday. Excuse me. I've got a cold coming. I think it's one of those rundown colds. You know, you just get yourself run down.
Yeah.
Right. Oh no. No, you naughty boy. Right. Good evening, Bradley. Tasha was one of the first who gave me it. What are we talking about?
Don't know.
Oh, what, the idea of a channel? Is that what it is? Right, I'm gonna slap you, Haribo. Penny, you have a delivery coming tomorrow from Amazon. So you bought me those light bulbs. Do you know what? I've just bought 4 light bulbs, and I do need some more. So that's actually amazing. But I feel rotten now. I didn't do this video for the video might not even work. You know, it might end up getting copyright strikes and things. Laura, oh lavish, that's funny. Live with Laura. Diamond paint and haggis. I like that. The diamond paint and haggis. That is unique, yet obviously you need to say what you're doing, but at the same time it's unique. I really like that. You read my mind, Mike. So, but I think those 3 simple words, they say so much about you. That says to me there's a Scottish person doing diamond painting, and now we've got an interest. We've got enough to be interested, and then the rest is up to you. We'll get Tasha something next week. Something Lilo. I had a terrible moment today. I thought of the perfect present for Tasha, but I wasn't sure, so I had to ask her if it'd be all right. And I like presents to be surprises, but at the same time, I don't want it to be a bad surprise. So I had to just say, well, if I got you this, would it be useful? But as it happens, it would have been wonderful. I didn't need to ask her. So hope you're all well. Hi, Bradley. How are the fireworks for you Saturday, Laura? Laura says it was quieter than expected. And Dominique says, good evening. How are you, Dominique?
Hi, Dominic.
I hate to run. We'll catch rest on replay. I just have to eat. Not a problem. It's just nice that you just popped in. Penny, you're a true friend to him and means the world to us both. No, it's just something I enjoy doing. I do it for nearly anybody. Diamond paint and haggis. I love it. Yeah, I think we've got a channel starting up soon called Diamond paint and haggis. So you know what you got to do now, don't you? You got to get that channel made quickly. Otherwise, there could be someone watching this channel going, oh, that's a really good name. I'm having that. So don't be rotten at all. Call it a Christmas gift. I was going to pay someone to make it anyways. So call it a Christmas gift. That way you won't feel bad. We'll get Tash something next week for Christmas. No, it'll be gratefully received, but you didn't have to do it. I know the way you've come across there, you're giving it to me as payment for the video, and I don't want payment for the video. I've done it because I enjoy your channel. You said about you want an intro, and I just thought I'll try and make an intro. Now there might be 2 or 3 other people might make an intro, and you might like their intros better, and you use theirs. You know, that's how the world runs, isn't it? I'm fine and with you. It's a really good name. Runs off. Yeah, the diamond paint and haggis. I like that. I do like that. I didn't have to. That's fine. If you want to, that's fine. Bradley, I'm taking a break from diamond art tonight. I'm doing leaded glass work. Not sure if I can share it on the page though. Well, if you find a way, I'd love to see that. As I don't even know how you would do leaded glass work. In fact, it sounds very dangerous. So I don't know. Yeah, sounds dangerous. Anyway, look, I've got to get some diamond painting done because that is kind of why I'm here. So yeah, when I did this white bit, one thing I didn't take into account is that once I get the drills, I've got to now take all of those white ones out and replace them with the ABs. But I'm thinking probably an easier way to do it is get a spare tray and then just go as normal. And then when I get a white one, instead of placing it there, place it into the tray, then take an AB. I think that'll be easier, won't it? So should we start on the left or the right? Left.
Left.
Left. Left.
Yeah.
Left. Right. Left. Just reminded me of a joke. So there's these soldiers on parade. And this drill sergeant says, "Jones, I didn't see you for camouflage training this morning." And the Jones says, "Thank you very much, sir."
Yeah.
I thought that was a good one.
Heard that one before.
I know, but it's still good though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've done a stupid thing. I've got most of my rulers in the bedroom. So I'm only left with this stupid 15 centimetre ruler. Oh yeah, I got this one. Yeah, it's kind of setting things up for the bedroom and then forgetting to bring them all back again into this room so I can do my string, kind of fundamental there, isn't it?
Always the way though, isn't it?
Well, I think that's your catchphrase, isn't it?
Yeah, always.
Or is it because things always go wrong with me and you're like, yeah, that's always the way?
No, because things always go wrong for me, so.
I'm beginning to think my channel name should be Bad News Bob. Bob? Why do you call yourself Kate? Oh no, Kate, you're a boy. Yes, it's unusual name for a boy. Yes, it's short for Bob.
Yeah.
Got there in the end. So I was saying earlier on about how I cut, because obviously I cut and I continue. Once I start a new line, I've just got to cut the bit across. I've already cut the line down. So all I've got to do is hope that I cut it properly, which I actually did in that case. So bit less block now because it's starting to come into the pattern. But it's all right. And because I'm doing the end, I'm actually going to do it slightly differently. And I'm going to put that there, which is going to give me 2 extra lines on the top, but tough luck. Right, so put that in the tray. Let's place the white drills in the green tray, and we'll place some ABs in the white tray. Don't need too many. So it's a little bit awkward because of the way I set it up, but there's my drills. Oh, hang on, there's not my drills. So there's my drills. When I come across a white one, I'll pop it into the green tray because then I'll see the white against the green. And then instead of putting the white one on, I'll put one of these on, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm finding actually I'm not really doing it as it comes out. I'm just sort of doing it. Oh, we haven't seen a. Was that actually an AB? It'll be a case of, oh, I've not seen one. I've not had a white one for a while. Let's just put one in. In fact, actually, I might just dot some around. What do you reckon? That'll probably be a better idea, won't it? See, because I can't see the white one so much, I can't see how I've done it. That's probably the better idea in the first place, wasn't it?
Could have been. But you find that out as you go along, though, don't you, really?
Yeah. Tell you what, we'll do just the one more. I don't want to do too many. But obviously, I've got to try and keep it consistent. So we'll see how many squares I can do. I did kind of amaze myself yesterday. Because the other day, I said I aimed for 3 squares and didn't think I'd achieve it, but actually did. And then for some daft reason or another, I went for 4 yesterday. and I achieved it, didn't I? But I should be getting more done because they're block. If I'm doing confetti, they are going to take me longer, but we have used up over half an hour of the show time before I've even touched my diamond painting pen. Oops, that's something I do quite a lot. So I'll pull some of these white ones out. Oh, someone's just gone a bit mad on Facebook, I suspect. I will check my Facebook in a bit, but I don't want Facebook to dominate my stream. So how are you getting on, Natasha? Have you got much to show us progress-wise, or?
No, I haven't. I only showed what I'd finished, well, what I'd done by the time the end of the live. But I've still got the eyeballs to get in yet. Yeah,
we need those eyeballs in.
Yeah, but it looks so good without them.
It looks horrible without them. I don't want to talk like really negative, but sorry.
It looks weird, but
it looks creepy. You don't.
It's like a horror movie, isn't it?
Listen, right? If you ever die, don't come back as a zombie, will you?
No, it don't. I like to come back as anything.
Don't suit you. At least put a bit of foundation on some eyeshadow. Be the best dressed zombie at the party.
True.
Oh, I've got to tell you this. So V came home when I was chatting with Natasha.
I had no idea what he was saying.
Well, based on your name alone, he thought you were Polish or something.
Normally, they think Russia.
Yeah, well, Eastern European or something.
Yeah, always get that.
So, of course, then I'm joining in and I'm like, my name is Natasha and I want to bite your neck. But he is a darling. He's just one of those people where sometimes you need to be angry at him. And he'll just come in and go, I love you, Penny. And you can't. Or like today, would you like me to cook for you? No, I want to be angry at you. Go on then.
Apparently, can you read YouTube messages?
Right, hang on, let me do it. Right, so, right. So the rabbits, I had to bring them in as what's leaded and what's leaded glasswork. That sounds really different. That's two people intrigued. I can send you some photos on Messenger. I think I probably need to send. What's going on here? Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to advertise more. Don't know if Mike is just messaging me to say, "Oh, you've got loads of messages." These jokes get worse and worse. They do sometimes, and just every now and again, I get an absolute cracker. Is the object vegetable? No, it is not. Bradley Beaumont, you can always post your work in the group. Of course, yes. If you post at Smith Speeds on Facebook, it's not just for diamond painting work or beads. It's for all crafts, really. Where is Chris today? Chris is kind of accidentally got forgotten. We were just doing that video and we were like, oh my God. But as I said to Chris at the beginning, he knows how to come and join the stream. If he wants to, he's more than welcome to. Wasn't sure as it's mainly for diamond art. I will post some. No, it's really a hobby thing. It's just it's called Smith Speeds because that's the company. It's kind of one of these groups that are it's a hobby group sort of led by a company, and we try and promote the company, and the company just happens to be Smith Beads. But it's It's probably more a hobby group than it is a promotional, let's please spend all your money with this company kind of group. It's not like going on the Tesco site and saying, where can I buy? I don't know what Tesco's don't sell anymore. Where can I buy a landline telephone? Because no one sells landline telephones anymore. Oh, did I have to tell you about the time I had a row in the range? I just got a flat. I didn't buy a flat. I just moved into a flat and I needed a landline telephone. And the advert for the range at the time was, if we don't have it, you don't need it. So naturally, I went to the range for a landline telephone. And I went in, I said, you got a landline telephone? No, we don't sell them. I said, well, I need one. Like, well, we don't sell them. Yeah, but you trying to tell me I don't need one? She's like, well, what you on about? I said, well, your advert says if we don't sell it, you don't need it. I need a landline telephone. And it was not the best row I've had. I mean, basically, I'm one of these kind of people that when I lose my shit, I really do lose it. Have I told you about Debenhams?
If you have, it wasn't with me.
Okay, so one Christmas I was doing taxis and I'd had a really good Christmas and New Year. I worked really hard, worked really long, and my tax profits was £800. This is going back 20 years. It was about £800 Christmas week and over £1,000 New Year week. So basically, I'd cleared profit after all on the petrol and everything, 1,800 quid in 2 weeks. And I thought it'd be really nice if I could smart myself up and, you know, kind of start to cross that bridge between looking like a taxi driver and looking like a chauffeur kind of thing. You know, get something a bit smart, maybe do some airport runs. So Debenhams were having a sale. They were having one of their famous Blue Cross sales, and I was buying all this stuff that was like 75% off, and I'd got a load of stuff together online, and the total was just short of £1,000 sale price. So it was like £4,000 worth of clothes. And I went into, this is a long time ago, as you'll tell. So I went in and I got it, and I'm trying to pay with my solo card, which is like a debit card. I don't do them anymore. And this woman behind the counter is going, we don't accept that. Oh, yeah, you do. No, we don't. So I'm going, well, you do. She's going, no, I'm telling you we don't. So then I pointed at this sticker. You know, they have like stickers on the tills that tells you all the different cards they accept.
Yeah.
So I said, well, what's that then? She goes, well, that's all the cards we accept. And I went, well, what's that symbol there then? She goes, well, we don't accept that card. So that's when I had my meltdown. I just went, look, I've been working all these hours. I've been earning all this money. And I just want to buy some clothes. And now I feel like Julia Roberts, that pretty woman. And I just burst into tears. And I had a big old crowd of people around me. And they'd kind of, you know, sort of take a step back, you know. And it was just, there's me having my meltdown. And then this woman comes through and she says, look, come with me. I'm a personal shopper. I'll come with me. And I went into this little room with this woman, and she had a little coffee machine, and she's chucking all these little free samples at me and all sorts. And she was like, and we sat down there for about an hour, and she was like, right, well, I don't think you should buy that because that won't suit you, but try this. What do you think of that? And she said, don't worry, I'll accept your solo card. And it was just absolutely hilarious. But it was just the fact that the first thing that came to mind was like, no, I feel like Julia Roberts, that pretty woman. Yeah. And I just felt I was being picked on. I wasn't. Well, I probably wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I was. Right. As Teresa has, will be interesting to show everyone. No, Bradley, it's for crafts or hobbies. Well, let's put it this way, Bradley. Chris posts his Eddie Stobart videos in there, and that's a craft. Nothing wrong with that. No, Bradley, it's for all, I'm sure they said. I can invite someone who makes cards. Please do. I love seeing all these hobbies. I mean, how do you know that this isn't the best hobby for me? I don't know. There's not another hobby out there that's even better than this one. I'm here. Hope Trolley Troll comes to play. Oh, I bet that's Leah, isn't it? Hi, Leah. There you go. Yeah, I can't be bothered with Trolley Trolls, but we are very lucky that we have an admin that just like is a troll and she's like, lovely, come and play. Some people are terrible when trolls come out. Some people are brilliant. Some people are just they just play along with them. It's another channel I watched, Paul ISM. He had a troll and he trolled the troll so well, it was just hilarious. It's one of the best viewings ever. Lawson Haley, is it Lee or is it Lee? I don't know. Hi Teresa, I will be back. I'm going to find picture to share. Hi Laura, I fell off, sorry. What are you doing, Teresa? Mark Fitz. Hi all from a flooded Norwich. Oh, is it that bad, is it? You're from Norwich, Mark Fit. Yeah, it's 4 of us now that are Norwichy people, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, Mark Fit. I just posted 4 pictures. Brilliant. Is that on the Smith Speeds website, or is that to me? That's on the Smith Speeds website. Let me. Here we are. Oh no, that's reacted to my live. Right, let me see if I can find it. Oh, I just had it. Do. Right, Smith Speeds. Oh yes, very nice, very nice. Look at that. So would you then fill the gaps in with color, or would you leave it like that? And how have you done the patterns? Have you done that? Shine, by the way, is my phone. Have you done that freehand, or have you followed a pattern? Oh, I like that. I like that one. What do you think, Natasha?
I like it.
Yeah, well, you would do, wouldn't you? Love owls, don't you?
Yep.
Oh, I like that. Look at the neck work. That's really nice. I'm really intrigued. You need to make a YouTube channel as well. How you doing? Yes, I am, Hobo. Thank you, Bradley. Groceries. What's he found? Landline phone. Yeah, we found. But we'll have a look after the stream. Julie Farrington. Oh, is that the lady who does cards? I wonder if that will let her see live. Should do. She joins the group. Right, sorry, what is Natasha working on? Laura, she wants to say sorry. Ask a question, don't she?
Still working on the same one. I don't know how long I've been doing this.
Bloody years. Too long. Not long enough. Pick your answer. Yeah, don't look quite so creepy now. You do fill some of the eyes in, but all you need now is a light pad that displays red light, and we'll all be completely freaked out then, won't we?
Ah, can I find one?
No.
And do it.
No, I forbid you.
Yeah.
Laurel says,
me and my son. So, 3rd time lucky on this picture.
No, it's good. It's looking really good. Buddy Beaumont, I paint them or just sell them as they are. Depends. Oh, that's lovely.
I was 23. He was 3.
Bless. I've done a lot more, and I will find more pictures at some point. Is it a fictional character? Oh, because he's waited till 9 o'clock, isn't he? You ain't bothered like. Yes, it is a fictional character.
Oh, so he's got another question to ask then.
It's got a bonus question, and unfortunately,
Yeah,
I have
that's
to
the
think,
word I was
I think
thinking
that
of.
might be the question that I used all those blacks up. I think that might be the question that gives the game away. You know. Right. So it's a fictional character. Eyes look creepy now. What does the finished picture? Red plastic, job done, red light. That's nice. OMG.
That'll be the finished
Is
picture.
it from Disney? I don't know how to answer this one. No, it's not. It's not from Disney. Do you know what? I think I'm really going to be so much slower than yesterday. But, you know, that's just the way it is sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So long as I've done something, and you know I'm always going to stop at a square. Oh, sorry, can we have me? Can I come back, please?
Yeah, you got back in ages ago.
Whether I do 1 square, 2 squares, 3 or 4, we'll always stop at a square. But yeah, it's all about having a chin wag with my mates, really, isn't it?
True.
So. Do 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 do. Right, that's it. No more sweets for a week. Did you like my absolute beginning of the show as I come on? I was pretending to eat my Haribos and then just sort of threw them on the table. Whoops.
Yeah, I did notice you were pretending with that.
Yeah. But now I'm not pretending. Nom nom nom. I think that was what I was doing on Haribo stream, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You were talking about jelly babies, and I'm going nom nom nom. I'm not going to put that on. That's shite. Oh dear. I'm sorry if my breathing sounds a bit funny. I am convinced that I've got it's one of those colds where I think it's just run down cold rather than feverish or something.
Yeah, they can easily come along if you're not feeling good.
I don't know if I want more ABs in there, or because they do actually blend in so well. Because let's face it, the normal drills, they have quite a lot of sparkle to them anyway. I'm almost tempted now to carry on putting the white drills in and then pull them out when it's done. Now, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to the original idea of when I pour, I'll finish this square off, but when I pour the drills into the tray, I'm going to put all the white ones out and then replace it with an equal number of ABs. It might not be the exact same number, but it'll be thereabouts. So some squares will end up with more ABs than others, but that's kind of the whole point of random, isn't it?
True.
But this is the first time I feel a bit bad actually on the flicks, because Smith's Bees very kindly sent me some green ABs so that I can switch out some of the drills for the ABs, and I never did it. I really didn't know how to, and I didn't have enough understanding of color. And then these, you can kind of justify a sparkle on a late night sky, can't you? Right. So is it from Disney? No, I like that. Is it a cartoon character? I'm gonna have to change my answer slightly. Instead of giving a yes, no, I'm gonna have to say not generally. So I will consider it a no. But it's kind of, it could be. Right. And that's the second question. Within an hour. Tell you what, I'll give you that, because you didn't guess in the first hour. So is it SpongeBob SquarePants? No. Okay, everyone, that's off again. My wrist isn't allowing me to do anymore. Is it soap related? No. Are you having a guess, Natasha? You don't seem to like guessing, do you?
No.
Why do you not like guessing?
I don't know. It's just the way I've always been.
You don't want to take anything off anyone, do you?
No. No. Because that's how I am.
But does
I'd
it
rather
not?
if you have.
Did it not occur to you that if you have a guess, you could actually be giving people something? I.e., you could be giving them the path to the correct answer. So by having a guess, you're actually giving more than you're taking.
Mm.
Am I good with words or what? I sit there reading too many inspirational things too much, don't I? And Sherlock Holmes quotes. One of my favorite quotes is, if you eliminate the impossible, then everything that's left is possible. Which is kind of inspiration for me having a go at things. Also, there's a guy called, forgotten his YouTube channel name now. Oh my God, he's a painter and he's absolutely nuts. He's just a crazy man, and he says, be brave. And I actually made Be Brave my New Year's. I got fed up doing New Year's resolutions and never making them. And everyone makes the same one anyway, don't they? I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to eat healthier for 2 days.
Yeah, then it's over.
Yeah, so I kind of got a bit fed up of making crap New Year's resolutions. So I made my New Year's resolution Be Brave. And that was the year I learned to blend colours in using an airbrush. And I was starting to get, by my own admission, some amazing results. And this guy's, one of his my favourite words he uses, when you change colours, when you're highlighting, let's say you're doing red highlights. So you might start off with a brown as a base color, and then you'll go over that with the base red, and then you perhaps go for lighter red but not all the way. So you start to build a lighter color, blending a color, getting lighter and lighter towards the edges, and then you go orange, and you might even hit yellow or white right on the very edges. Now, you would think every color change, you'd clean your airbrush out, wouldn't you? And then put the new color in.
Yeah.
No, just shove the color in. It just helps with the blend, doesn't it? And then it also makes one, if you're doing like that, 20 different models, it makes them all just ever so slightly different from the last one.
Okay.
Which, when you think about it, that's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's roughly 9 going in there, possibly 10. I don't know. Who cares? It's meant to be random. And you missed all of that because I did that all off camera, didn't I? Basically, what I've done is I've just pulled the white drills out of there. And I'm going to just chip a few more black. I think that's a little bit AB heavy. I think because I've been avoiding the whites. It's but no, I pulled about 9 white ones out. And I tipped roughly 9 in. I think I might have tipped 10 in. But 10 is roughly 9, isn't it? It's not, we're not baking cakes here, and we need the exact amount of baking powder. So actually, because these are blending in so well, I actually have no idea, because the angle I'm looking at them from, I don't really know which ones are ABs and which ones aren't. But that's going to add to the fun.
True.
And then we look at it at the end. So similar to when I first did figure painting, the first thing I actually learned was how to strip paint. Once I learned how to strip paint, I wasn't actually scared to attempt to paint it anymore, because I knew if it all went wrong, I knew how to take the paint off and start again. So similar fashion to that, this knife is extremely good at picking drills out. All you have to do is just get that bit in there and flick, and that drill will come flying out. So if I end up looking at it and going, yeah, it's too many ABs in there, or that area needs a bit more, give me 5 minutes, I'll have a load of drills all flicked out. The only other worry I've got is where this is hitting other colors and the other colors aren't having ABs on them.
Yeah.
Will that make it look odd? But then the areas of not black is usually a solid object, isn't it? Like the path of a piece of snow or something.
True.
So I think it'll be all right.
I think it will.
What I'm planning on doing, and I have spent so much money, not just on Smith's beads. I spent a lot of money on everywhere, and I've got a week's work to do on a low wage. But I am planning on getting. I cannot find those square AB drills. So I'll be having a bit of a chit chat with Mike. I had a chat with him today. I want some new labels made. These little Tic Tac labels, absolutely love them. But I'm gonna be using these Tic Tacs for AB drills. So I want some labels done, but I want them just a slightly different color, so that you know at a glance they're not the same as the non-ABs.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I messaged him today about that, and he said, one single word answer, yes, which is different from the customs that are sold out. Yeah, the wolf custom that I want.
Mine, when I message Mike, my first thing is, "Hi Mike, I've got a stupid question to ask."
Yeah, well, I don't like that, because if you've deemed the question worth asking, it can't be that stupid, can it?
Probably in my head, I'm thinking it is.
Well, see, right, if it's a stupid question, why are you asking it?
I don't know.
So the very fact that you're asking it means it must be a question worth asking. That's the way I see it. And I got to admit, I do it myself when I go to, like if I start a new job on the buses and I'm in training. It's usually when we're learning the machines.
Yeah.
At some point, I'll go stupid question. Right, that's that. O's done. O's or dots, whatever you want to call them.
My eyeballs are nearly in.
Good. You're not a creepy person. Right, I've done very well because I haven't even used the cheat sheet yet, and I don't even know where the cheat sheet is. That's lucky. So it just goes to show that when you've got 64 bags of dot, which is 310, you soon learn that symbol.
True, you do. It's normally white, black, and there's another symbol I can usually now guess what it is.
Yeah.
I think I've got like the arrow looking thing upwards, but no line in
I
between
bet
it.
you know what the symbol is for pink, don't you?
Pink?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it depends which
You
pink.
know, well, all of that pink you've just done.
Oh, yeah. That's 7. But I've got loads of other pink as well, so I worked out what X is. That's 315 on for me.
Right.
So I have worked out a few symbols, but probably the next picture I do, I'll go, oh God, what's that symbol for? Swaps round.
So I'm just going to pick these whites out. I'm actually going to do it in this. I like the whites on a green boat because then I can see them. I don't really like the green boat, but white on white is a little bit awkward. I'm not even on camera. So I'm just trying to pick these whites out. And then I'm going to pour roughly that number of ABs in. And that pops out. And then I'll probably need to relabel this big container. I cannot pick this up upside down, look. Because if that's got no white in it, how do I know it's not plain? So, I'm just going to have to be a bit careful. But if I really, the sensible option would have been, I haven't got the drills, I can't start. But then if I hadn't put the whites in, how would I have known that the proportions weren't good?
True.
Because we kind of planned in ahead the proportions, and it didn't really look good, did it? I think 5% ABs was probably way too much. A big boat as well. Oh no, I've got another boat. What happened there? That's one of my previous attempts at sticking that on. That just didn't work. I think that was super glue.
Oh, is that the one you tried with glue?
Yeah, probably. But that's, you get that many boats, it's there's plenty of opportunities to try, and half the times when you glue and it doesn't work, you don't actually wreck the boat. But I can't believe at one point I had so many boats, I gave them away and there was practically a box full. And then now I've still got more boats that I can shake a stick at. Oddly enough, the best way to pick these drills up is to have a little stray bit of tack on the end. It's like the pick-me-up pencil. That pick-me-up pencil, in my opinion, is very good at picking drills up. It's not really very good for laying them down.
I can't say I've tried them.
It's they are good for. Well, I think it's to do with the fact that I'm a hard presser.
Could be.
Because I can't press the pieces down. The pen's just trying to all bend up. Yet when I do things like photo etch parts on scale models, I am a lay down gently person with that. So the pickup pencils and this quick stick works very, very well.
Mm.
And it's just because a lot of times from your far distance camera view, my laying of drills may look quite neat, but actually I do get quite a few slightly out.
I'd always do that. I'm not 100% perfect at laying them.
But it fixes itself when you do the second pass.
Yeah.
See, I'm doing the first bit, and then once you finish them off, once you get all the 4 drills around it, it just kind of pushes them all back into place. Right, so that's the blacks, sorry, the whites removed from there. So try to get at least most of them back in the pot without spilling them all over the table. So I've got a feeling that's a little bit more ABs there, isn't it? So let's tip that much in. I think that'll do. Give that a really good shake. Oh, that really works there, doesn't it? It actually, it's almost like the ABs are making the non-ABs sparkle more. But the non-ABs do have quite a lot of sparkle to them, so you really don't need a lot of ABs to do the job, do you?
Yeah.
So it's I would say if you're going to use ABs, either go totally 100% AB or just a little subtle amount. I don't think you need. But then if you do another project, would that rule go out the window? I don't think I needed to order that many, did I? I think that in hindsight, that was rather a lot to order, wasn't it?
And what? No, because you never know. You might want to use them again in another project.
Well, they'll be. Oh, that reminds me. I finally got round to buying the Lenore Unstoppable things.
Yeah.
And they've got this new eco-friendly cardboard container thing.
Yeah, I tried that stuff. I'm really not keen on it.
The house out. Did it work though for removing? See, I've got some drills. Do you remember when I put some drills into containers, and I had one. They were climbing up the side. They were that staticky.
Yeah.
And I'm keen to see how well it works on those. Right. Mark Fit thought I deleted that first one. That's all right. I gave you both answers anyway. Christmas, it's time I make quite a few of my designs as I make Christmas ones, and they're really good presents once it's finished to my standard. Are you like me? You're a bit of a perfectionist. And if it's only 99% perfect, you consider it a load of shite. Because I get like that. The Crazy Dutchman is my nickname. Or don't want to upset a Dutchman, especially a crazy one. Oh, that sounds interesting, Bradley. Would you agree it would be good if there was universal symbols for each color so it never changes? Yes and no. I can see the sense in it because where I've done, I've just finished that Flixbus and I'm working on another custom that's made by the same manufacturer as this one, and the symbols are different. But what threw me is that one of these symbols is the same. The symbol refers to the same number. I think it's not 310 because I don't think there's any 310s on the other one. But there's a couple of numbers that are just happen to be the same, and that throws you. But yeah, you spend weeks or months on a diamond painting, and as you progress through it, you start to learn. I think it's M. Is it M? No, it's not M. See, on my other one, capital M referred to 3773. There we are. There we are. So M is 3799. And that is exactly what M means on my other one. So, but because I've done so much on it, I've learned that and got used to it. And do you remember I learned certain symbols on the Flixbus one, and then suddenly you've got to relearn the symbols. So yeah, I can see your point on that, but I don't know. At the same time, I don't think it's really critical, is it? So, but all these Chinese companies, can you imagine them all agreeing on the same symbols? Because there are more symbols than there are. Most people don't do. I mean, how many different symbols are there? 100 odd. Who do you know that wants a custom in 160 colors? I think 70. Well, this one's 69, but 60 to 80 colors, I think, is a lot. And there's way more than that symbols. And there's symbols I want to discover. I want to know what they mean. Slip is on this one. There we are. So this one there, 3859. Come on, focus. Focus! Oh, we're having focus issues today. There we go. So it's a Y with two lines through it.
Oh, that's my Y.
Yeah, well, I had that.
Mine's a pink, though.
I got no idea. I'm assuming it's electronic symbol because one of the symbols on here is an ohm symbol, which is obviously an electronics thing. So if anyone knows what that means, penny 3865 the same. Is it the same? 3865. Do you know what? I don't know if there is. Let me have a look. Yes, you are correct. So on both of these, 3865 is subtract of 3865, but other symbols aren't the same. But actually, no, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Because if you wanted one symbol for one number, I forget, you're going to need 447 different symbols.
Yep.
One for every color, one for every DMC color.
Yep.
So I don't think it could work unless you could come up. See, the thing is, you'll notice that especially the better ones, there's certain letters and numbers that they'll miss out because of confusion with other letters and numbers. And I haven't really sort of examined it, but I'd like to think that most of the vowels, like the letter O, the number O, oh, hang on, the letter O shouldn't be there if the number O is there. And I can see on this one, we've got neither 0 nor the letter O. And on this one, again, O. Because if you had the number 0 and the letter O, and then you had the O in lowercase and uppercase, you can see how that would get very confusing. So not only would you have to come up with 447 different symbols, you'd have to come up with 447 symbols that didn't clash. So yeah, yeah, if it's not perfect, it goes in the bin. Yeah, me and you are quite well. If it's not perfect, I try and make it work, but I'm guessing you're using hot metal, which once it starts to go cold, it's then no longer workable with, and then you either have to remelt it or bin it. So I guess it's different. With me, if I place the drill in the wrong spot, I can just slide it along a little bit to a degree. Wouldn't want to chase it across the whole diamond painting, but right, I can see I'm not going to get forced to. I'm not going to get 5 squares done today. I think I'm going to be lucky to get 2 done. But that's the way streams go, isn't it?
Yeah.
I also need to get onto Amazon and get me another one of these, whatever I've ordered, USB hub sent out. I bought everything this morning on same day delivery. But I just think it's interesting. I've asked for a powered USB hub and I've got a HDMI to something else converter.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, unless I found something else that I need. I don't know if anyone knows much about computing, but my laptop, it's struggling with the signal, even on Wi-Fi.
Right.
So I went to plug in the Ethernet cable and there's no port for it. So is there, for example, some kind of Ethernet to USB cable converter that I could get? Does that exist? I mean, I could search this, but just wondering if anybody knows. There might be someone out there that knows a lot about computers and they say, yeah, you can get that cable, but I really wouldn't advise it, for example. But yeah, I mean, how else would, I don't know, maybe it's a problem with my router. Maybe it shouldn't be on the bed. Maybe I should move the router to my actual desk. But I have noticed that sometimes where I used to have my router, I couldn't use my mobile phone well in bed. And I think it was because like the router is there on the table and my phone is there. And I don't think routers are designed to send signal downwards. It's sort of out and up. That was my theory on it. But the good thing about mobile phones is they don't need a stronger signal because obviously everything is optimized for mobile phones. Oh, why are some of these not sticking so well? There we go. Oh dear, I'm just not feeling good. And of course, I'm now getting to that point where I really need to be keeping myself up all night because Tuesday I go back on nights. So I need to keep myself up at night till probably at least 3 a.m. and then get up as late as I can tomorrow and have an afternoon nap and then go to bed at least 6 in the morning at the very 7 in the morning at the very latest. Sorry, the very earliest.
Right.
And then sleep all day. And then, but saying that, we've, with Laura, who I'm working with, she's, where she's been working with other drivers, and different drivers do changeovers at different points.
Okay.
We used to have driver 1, which was always me going down, does like the vast bulk of the majority of the driving. But what some of the drivers do, which Laura liked, was when we do the Glasgow to Manchester bit, instead of driving straight for 4 hours, we actually pull into the services. We don't go in the services. We don't get out. We don't let any customers off. But we pull into the services. We do a driver change. Then we carry on. So you're only doing 2 hours driving. And then once you get to Manchester, it's only about 2.5 hours to Birmingham. And then from Birmingham to London is about 3 hours. But that's easy because you get like, I don't know what the actual name is, but we call it second wind. You know, where you've been up all night. And then once the daylight starts to come through, you start waking up. So that Birmingham to London at that time of day on no sleep is actually quite easy. And then once you get to the hotel, your body starts to chill and you're like, start making decisions whether you're going to go straight to bed or have breakfast and go to bed. And me being a tight ass, I'm thinking, well, someone's paid for this breakfast. I'm going to sit at the breakfast table, even if I fall asleep in my breakfast. Oh.
Have you fallen asleep in your breakfast yet?
I actually haven't on the job. The only time I've fallen asleep eating is quite funny. When I was much younger, I did a 24-hour pool marathon. I got home and my mum goes, oh, so obviously I'd been awake. It was now evening. It started like 7 in the evening. So by the time I got home, it was 8 in the evening, which isn't an unreasonable bedtime. But obviously I'd been awake for 24 hours as well. My mum goes, do you want some food? Because obviously I hadn't eaten properly for 24 hours because I was in a pool club. And I went, oh yeah, I'll have a bit of toast. I'm not that hungry. And she made me this bit of toast. And the next thing I remember, it was 3 in the morning. My mum was waking me up. I had this toast laying on my lap with about 2 bites taken out of it. Mum was going, I think you ought to go to bed. And I'd fallen asleep. I took about 2 bites of the toast and then just fell asleep. So you're going to get my head. I knew that happened. I just popped a drill and I don't know where it's gone. There it is. But that's the only time I've ever fallen asleep. I've kind of learned to I once years and years ago, I was very young. I was driving back from a roller hockey tournament in London. I was driving up the A11, the A14, and then just before the A14 you could turn off onto the A11. I was on the A14, and the next thing I remember, I was on the A11 driving along Sleeping Policeman, and I don't want to know what happened. I on the one hand, if I'd slept all that way driving, how did I negotiate myself off a slip road? But I really can't remember that part of the journey, and it kind of scared me because of what could have happened.
I totally get that.
Yeah. So, but since then, as you get more, you get these kids or these youngsters, and they think they know. Driving isn't about pressing pedals and turning a steering wheel and knowing the road signs. And it's I've learned to sort of read my body, and I can drive. Like when I'm yawning, I know I'm all right, but I ain't got hours. So, like for example, if I'm yawning, and I'm say an hour away from Birmingham, and we're going to do a driver change, then I know I'll make it to Birmingham, but I must rest, but at the next stage and have a bit of a sleep. And I also know that I don't take caffeine tablets. I take guarana tablets because they're a lot stronger. I know that they're not going to work for about half an hour, so I need to be taking them half an hour before I need them. Right. See that I might have just cut that wrong. No, I haven't. I did cut it twice. Right, guys. So I am going to do this square and then call it a day. I'm sorry I didn't do more, but we've done a lot on this stream. It's just that most of what we've done wasn't diamond paint, but it's not. My channel, my stream isn't all about diamond painting. It's, oh, look at that. That is pure 100%. Hello, how are you? Oh, could you do me a huge favor?
Yeah.
Could you take my shirts out and put those on a, I think it's a delicate or sensitive wash. Just put that, they're clean, but they've been left in there for a couple of days. So just, I'll tell you what, guys, can you just bear with me for a sec? I'll
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, what I wanted was, what are you after?
I'm looking the
Screwdriver, what, a little screwdriver or a big screwdriver?
like
Got the eyeballs in.
Flathead.
no, I mean like
Please try with the laser.
Now back onto pinks. It's a nice one with that other.
yeah.
Closer.
Because where I took them out of the washing machine, I didn't hang them up.
Got the other eyeballs in now, so they're done. Now I'll bring on all the pink. Oh, I've got to swap places. Literally.
Do you want the drill or do you want the screwdriver?
Drill. There is one screwdriver.
Well, there's the screwdriver with the bit in it.
It was.
See, I don't know if there's any battery left in me. Yeah, that's all right. If you need to charge it, it's been a USB. Sorry, guys.
It's alright. I've done my eyeballs.
You know this is a living, breathing, working household, and I'm not alone. Yeah, I was going to say, this is pure 100% 310 on this square. Right. Yeah, if it's not perfect, goes in the bin. I want to do a design of 100 colours. Yeah, all I'm going to say on that one is careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
You've seen me on my other one, haven't you? So as I've just laid this ruler, right, so what I've laid there, you see half of it is blocked by the ruler. On my other one, I did it with Natasha watching. I used, I can't remember if it was 32 or 37 different colours on that much. And then obviously I took the ruler off and then did the same colours again. And
Oh, I remember that. That was a lot of colours.
It was hard work. The detail is absolutely amazing. One of the main things we talk about is the size of the canvas makes the design better, but also the number of colours do. To absolutely really simplify it, I could have 200 by 200 of a cat. And then if I only had 10 colours, it's going to look very blocky, isn't it? So you got to kind of work the size and the colours together. We suspect most people are doing diamond paintings. They're doing a compromise between the size, the colours, and the cost. You know, we'd all love to have diamond paintings the size of a room with 447 different colours. But most of us, it wouldn't work, would it? And this is how Natasha cuts her fingers off. You came close. You came close to cutting your finger off there, didn't you?
Oh, I made you believe I might have done.
No, as far as I know, they don't exist. Is the object a cartoon character? I think that question was asked earlier. That is not a cartoon character. I would generally say no to that answer. Right, let's get some 310 drilling done. And
You got all 310s now.
all 310s for the whole lot. In fact, actually, I don't need a ruler for this. It's probably going to be easier without the ruler. It's probably going to be easier just to checkerboard it. So, actually, I'm going to start from the middle, because otherwise I'll get my fingers stuck, my hands stuck. This is the bit you can't do, isn't it?
Yeah, can't do that.
It is probably, because I've got, it's pure 310. There's not any other color on this at all, so it probably would be easier to do checkerboard. But the reason I'm starting halfway across is if I start there, you see I get my fingers stuck on sticky. So unfortunately, the drawback with doing it this way is when I do go across and do the other side, my hand is then going to be laying on bumpy drills.
Mm.
I'm really intrigued as to how this is going to come out. I've got the drills in shade a little bit, so I actually cannot tell which ones are ABs and which ones are not ABs. And because these ABs are blending in better than the whites, because the whites did look, I mean, that was the object of the game. They did really stand out. But that's what I wanted, so I knew which ones. There's no point me mixing Midnight Blue in with black, because I'd never find them then, would I?
No.
But now, I might, if they might all be ABs for all I know. Oh, that one's an AB. That one isn't. I think there's about 2 ABs in there. Oh no, there's 3. 2, 3. Don't know, can't tell. So I could end up with about 10 ABs together. But there's about as many ABs in here as there was whites, because I did throw small AB. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's right, because I thought there was a little bit more ABs than whites, so I didn't throw them all in, did I? But the whole thing sparkles anyway, even if I didn't do it in ABs. That one I can tell is an AB. And I can tell that one is, so I'm just avoiding it for a bit. Now I'll pop it in. I'll pop it in there. I think I'll end up getting through this one really quick.
You did last night doing it like that, didn't you?
I whizzed through it last night. Really happy with. Well, if you're trying to get them done quick, I'm happy. I'm not. I think it's a balance I'm after. With the confetti, it's like, oh my god, I'm really not making much progress. And then, you know, I stand by a lot of my thought processes. I also equally think the opposite. So I'm not out to get these done quick, because the longer you take, the more value for money you're getting. But at the same time, you don't want to take years, do you?
No.
Trying to see if I can match the check. Oh, look, I missed that. There's a single M. So when I've done all of this, you'll see one little drill missed. And that'll be the M, which is 3799, which I think is a very dark brown. You probably can't tell which one it is. It's actually that one hiding there. So obviously you can't see the symbols from there.
No, I can't see it.
No. Oh, am I missing any chat?
Don't know, I've not looked. I'm doing my blotch colours.
No. Oh, you're doing blocky as well, are you?
Yeah.
Still on that block, are you?
I'm back on the other side of me.
Well, I think we've achieved a lot today. We've got Laura, a really good channel name. We've got Haribo, a little intro video.
Yeah.
You never know. I might go to bed tonight and I'll wake up in the night and go, aha! Should add this to it.
It's usually the way, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, B's don't know. I don't want to know what B's up to. When B comes through looking for DIY equipment, I just don't do anything. I just don't ask him what he's up to. Just leave him be, and I just don't worry about it then. Actually, I don't really need to worry too much. Like that time he said he wants to paint his room. I said, yeah, okay, fair enough. I wasn't planning on. I want to redecorate this house like one room a year at a time.
Mm.
And the first room I wanted to do was the hallway, because obviously when anyone comes around, that's the first thing they see. But then he said he wants to redecorate his room, and I thought, okay, fine, we'll do his room and then we'll do the hallway next year. And then he said he wants it white, but he wants one room black, which obviously worried me a little bit. And so we made this agreement that when he moves out, whenever that is, you know, sometimes I say when you move out, and people might take me as meaning you're moving out in 6 months.
Mm.
Whenever he moves out, I want that whole room white. And I kind of warned him, you do know black is difficult to paint out. And he says, yeah, that's fine. I said, right, well, you can do what you want then. And in all fairness, he's got one black wall. It does actually look really tasteful, especially because his bed is black. And it does look really nice, actually. It looks quite professional, modern.
Mm.
But the only thing that worried me was when he painted it, he went, oh, that's a little bit too black. I went, but it's black. Black is black. And then he said, he sort of described it, and then I realized what he meant. I got a couple of model paints that they're referred to as grey, but they're really, really dark grey, almost black. A little bit like my rubber grey.
Right.
It's kind of depending on how you hold it. It might look grey, it might look black. And so he kind of wanted, I mean, I would call it a Skaven grey. Skaven being in one of the races from Warhammer. But obviously, if you don't play Warhammer, Skavens are like rat-like creatures.
Mm.
Dirty, horrible, filthy. They're quite nice to paint, actually, because they're mostly just dirty browns and greens and blacks and greys and mud. And if you're not a very good painter, they're quite easy, because they don't want to be all neat and tidy. Dwarves are hard to paint because they want, and elves have got like they kind of see themselves as like the royalty, and they need to be all perfect, and as a result they're difficult to paint. But Skavens are just sewer dwellers. So if you're not very good at painting, Skaven's not a bad choice. And even if you can paint well, you can paint your Skavens really nice, and then just slap a brownie wash over them and just make them look a bit grubby.
I suppose they're easier to do, aren't they?
Yeah. I quite like doing them because I painted them once. I'd learned a technique to make wood look old. You know, when like with wood and you get that kind of green texture, like moldy on it.
Oh yeah.
Learning how to do that, and I got this. There's one they have like a wheel, and it's made out of wood, and you paint the whole lot brown like a wood color, but then you get about 3 different colors of paint, and what you do is you water it down or dilute it to absolutely ridiculous proportions, and then just sort of wash it over, and absolutely amazing looking. Makes that the green comes out like, you know, when you leave a plank in a wet puddle for 6 months and you get that kind of moss build up. That's exactly what it looks like, and it just adds so much realism to it. But anyway, we got onto this conversation from talking about V's bedroom. But he usually has to go. I'm going to do that M first, and then it's done.
I'm getting it out of the way.
Yeah. So oops, didn't mean to tip. I want to tip one out. You know me. So can you see where it is now?
Yeah.
I might get in trouble for what I'm about to say. Can you see what it is yet? How are we doing for time? I think we're either going to end up doing 2 squares and end up having a short stream.
Yeah.
Or end up doing 3 squares and having a very long stream. And I'd be honest with you guys, I don't know if I'm up for a really long one.
You got to do what you got to do.
Well,
You're not up to it. You're not up to it, are you?
This cold I've got, it don't feel like a bug, or a, you know, like a virus cold. It feels like I'm run down. Someone has just posted in a thread. But wouldn't it be interesting to see if a certain person is still subscribed to my channel? It would mean they're subscribed. And it's funny because if I ever get a troll or anything on my channel, when people leave comments, like nasty comments,
yeah,
quite often my response is cheers for the view.
True.
You know? Well, cheers for the. It's like when people I had a phase where a certain group of people were coming onto my channel just to hit the dislike button. Now, YouTube algorithm doesn't differentiate between a like and a dislike.
No.
But it's still a view and an interaction. So.
Well, yeah, because they've had to view it to give a like or a dislike.
Exactly, they've had to view it. So if you got 1 million people watched your channel and hit the dislike button, then you've got 1 million views.
Yeah.
So the YouTube algorithm is going, well, they've done something right on their channel.
Yeah.
And while you might be a little bit depressed and because someone's don't hit the dislike button, be the opposite. Someone has taken the time and trouble to visit your channel.
Yeah.
Right. And people who have switched their computer on, typed in www.youtube and found your channel, found your video, and then hit the dislike button. All that effort they put in, you should really be thanking them.
True.
Because I don't put that much effort into people I do like. But I don't think I put that much effort into going to work. So, and that might sound, oh, there, don't worry about it. Right, okay, we've just had a load of
comments.
Yeah. Right, Mark Fit. Is it a superhero? No, it's not. It would not be regarded as a superhero. Excuse me one sec. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I might do a live stream again on Thursday in the afternoon. I'll try and watch that, but I probably won't because I'm on nights. But Thursday afternoon is, it's earlier for us, and because you are in a different time zone, aren't you, Dominique? I get the impression you're not UK based, which is why his streams come out a little bit early. Chris Davis, is it Mr. Blobby? That's a silly question to ask. That's a very non-exploring question, apart from the fact that it's wrong. If you said, for example, is it a character that you can find on an Earl Edmonds TV program, at least it'd still be no, but it would at least be a little bit more exploratory, wouldn't it? So what questions have we had today? I really should write the questions down, shouldn't I? Maybe we should.
Someone's mentioned, is it fictional? And you said yes.
Yes, it is fictional. In that case, I apologize to you, Chris. It is not such a daft question.
I think that was Haribo that asked that question.
Yeah. He asks some good questions, really, doesn't he?
Yeah. Is it a fictional character?
Yeah, it is a fictional character.
But the others, I can't remember.
So I wonder how many of the 2 million actors or so that people will be guessing. Not saying it is or isn't an actor. And now if someone said, is it fictional? That would be the first thing I'd be thinking of. It's funny that some of the questions, it can eliminate a lot of wrong answers, but at the same time, it could still send you up in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Like that one yesterday. Does it have 4 legs? And I said no. This isn't questions about this particular one, where they said, has it got 4 legs? And I said no. So you're thinking it's a bird now, aren't you? Yes, Penny, I was thinking that, yes. So then later on, someone had the sense to say, has it got 2 legs? So I said no. So I guess most people now think it's a fish, because fish ain't got any legs. In actual fact, it was an octopus, which has got 8 legs. I don't think anyone saw that one coming, did they? But the fact it didn't have 4 legs did eliminate a hell of a lot of answers.
And then when 2 legs was asked, it eliminated again, so people are going to assume.
So I think everyone just assumed it was some kind of fish. And someone did, and I know people are thinking that because someone said, is it a sea animal or sea? Can it be found at sea? To which obviously I answered yes.
Yeah.
Which then they think, oh, that's confirming it's a fish. Oh God, my eyesight's going. Oops, yeah, I'm just responding. Right. Oh dear. Do 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 do. I think I was singing that yesterday as well, wasn't I?
Yep. Sometimes you get songs stuck in your head, though, don't you?
I wonder if maybe we should have a sound clip that we can play when someone makes a guess.
Sounds like a good idea.
Maybe we could have a drum roll followed by the audience cheering if the answer is yes. And if it's no, we could have the same drum roll and then someone laughing for a no. She's well into her diamond painting now, aren't you, Tash?
Yeah, I'm on the blocky bit, so...
You can't, you just block. That's why it's called block, because you focus on it so much, you actually block everybody else out. I can't hear what they're saying.
That's the thing, isn't it, though?
That's always the way.
You just don't realise when you're doing it.
So I know when I get on a little bit of a roll, I've just found loads of drills that are all the correct way up, and I don't want to stop.
Yeah, when they're the right way up, you just...
And then as a result, I'm ignoring all the comments. This bloody drill, these are three, well, that's right, they're actually stuck together with blue tack. I've obviously got hit with something in the past. You have to be careful, because if you get too much blue tack, I call it blue tack, it's some kind of green tack, but right, just going to do these three drills. We'll check the chat, have a mouthful of drink, and then top up my tray. Right, is it UK character? Not exclusively. That's about the best I can say. See, if I say no, that might say it's not UK. That makes sense. So I'm just going to say not exclusively. The problem here is Danielle is working on Thursdays evening. She's home and watch live streams with my headphone. This is the thing with streams. You've got to get in there when you can. Yeah. Otherwise, you just... I found that... I found like I might be sitting at home. Oh, I could have a couple of hours on that painting. You know, like I'm doing this when I was doing like figure painting. But at the same time, I'm doing that figure online. So do I stream at 2 a.m. unannounced, or do I just not do any painting? So, and then you might then get... I mean, this what I'm thinking of. I was doing painting in the afternoon because that's when I was working splits. Then you come home and then maybe you just don't feel like painting. You just haven't got the mojo for it. And then like the mojo comes back. I've had it before when I was doing my Wednesday afternoon Route Master shows.
Yeah.
The shows go live at like 8 o'clock.
Mm.
And then I'm like 6 o'clock in the evening. Oh, I really fancy a bit of painting. And I want to dive in and do that. And I can't because I've got a live show doing Route Master in 2 hours.
I get where you come from with that.
Yeah.
Because I do it a lot with, even with this. I do it a lot.
Yeah. I've my other diamond painting, which I was doing loads on that. I've actually hardly done anything all week, mainly because I've been focusing on the room.
Yeah, but that's what's needed to be. I couldn't get my words out then.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was needed to be focused on for you, though, didn't it? Really.
You're absolutely right. So part of me is like, oh no, I haven't done any of that other one. I mean, the bottom line is I don't need to do it. I don't need to get it done till February. So it doesn't. I mean, I was looking at it at the beginning of the week thinking, I reckon I might get that done this week because all the time I've got doing it. And then I might wake up in the morning. So I was doing it first thing in the morning. It's quite nice to wake up in the morning, have a cup of coffee and a cigarette and do a square on the diamond painting. And then I might be like this morning, for example, I made me coffee, sat down, and I had about 2 hours on Football Manager 22. And that's just what I felt like doing. But don't push your hobbies. Don't push them if you really don't feel like doing them. This is why when people say to me, would you ever consider doing scale models or figure painting as a job? And I just think when you change I think the best one to answer this is possibly Teresa. I just think when your hobby becomes your job, it could change the dynamics, especially if you're unemployed. I bet you there's many times when Teresa thinks I could just quite easily pull a sickie today. And if she pulls a sickie, the job, the company just stops. You know, at least with my job, if I ring up sick, they can ring someone else and they can do my job, and I just won't get paid. But if Teresa just went, or Mike, either of them, both of them, either of them, if they decide they're putting a sickie, orders don't, and then they've got to do twice as much work the next day, and then the customer complaints start coming in, and the customers don't care that you were ill. Well, that's no excuse. That's what they'll be like, because customers are ruthless. Some, obviously not me. I'm probably the most wonderful customer ever. So, yeah, right. That's me. That is when I get a song stuck. Yes, yeah. Mark Fit. I guess yesterday before the C thing came out, just couldn't post it. It can be awkward. Yeah. I tell you what, I'd hate to be in a position where I'm genuinely ill, like flu ill or something. I can't get out of bed ill. And, I wouldn't be answering my emails or anything. If I can get out of bed to answer my emails, I'm probably fit enough to work, aren't I?
Yeah, that's exactly how I would look at it.
You're like, right, I've been genuinely ill for a week. You get yourself out of bed, you turn the computer on, you got 7 days worth of emails before you even start any work. God, I'd hate that. So,
doesn't make it easy, does it really?
No. Right, guys, so I'm not doing any more tonight. I know it's a slightly short show. But I'm feeling a bit run down as well, and I've done a little bit, and I'm glad I showed you these ABs. I'm really,
it looks
really
good.
happy.
It does.
I think it looks fantastic. It looks far. Where did that just come from? It's probably the drill I was looking for half an hour ago. I really do like it. Do you know what? And this is one of the things, actually, it's looking better in real. Normally, I do this and it looks better on camera than it does because of the distance involved.
Yeah, that's
But
what I'm always like.
The ABs are actually looking better. Oh, there you go. Just got a good view there, didn't we?
Yeah, 'cause you can see it.
You can see them, but you see them better in real life.
Yeah.
I just caught a good it's you see it's black, but then every now and again you get kind of a purpley greeny sheen. It's like those little cochineal. Like there's one there, one there, one there, there. You know, you can't see them, but don't know if I can manipulate the light. Maybe no, I can't. Oh, Jesus Christ! I just shook that light and a ton of dust come off it. That needs a clean.
I'm forever doing that, finding dust somewhere and I'm having to clean it.
I've been, like Teresa says, I've been sitting dying with the flu, and Mike has, and we still get, where's my order yet? We've been doing orders all day and night to get them out. See, this is a thing, it just isn't worth it. If I have a day, all right, I don't earn money if I don't go into work. But if I have, like, if I run in sick on Tuesday, they're not going to make me run the route twice on Thursday and Friday.
Mm.
That's it. Moment's gone. And I think there's more advantages to working for somebody else than there is working for yourself. Myself. That's why I don't work for myself. I've worked for myself when I did taxis. And that motivation of getting out of bed. And if you don't get out of bed and work, you ain't paying your cab rent, you ain't paying your rent, you ain't enjoying the luxuries that you used to having. And then sometimes you hit a compromise. You really want to be going out early in the evening, say 6 o'clock. You ain't earning a lot of money between 6 and 10, but you need to be out there. And then sometimes I've had days where I've gone out at midnight, done 3 or 4 hours work and just picked up the busy session. But you just, sometimes I've actually had it before where I've not gone out for a week because I've just not been motivated enough. And suddenly you got to earn 2 weeks' money in 1 week to make up for things. And it's that motivation. So my opinion is, if you turn your hobby into a job, it does change the dynamics a lot. And I quite like my life that my to-do list is always bigger than I can possibly handle. And then when I have a day off, I knock off a load of items on the to-do list, and I never clear my to-do list. And then as I'm working, it's building up and building up. And things just work their way up. But nothing I do in my life is super time sensitive. Apart from these Amazon returns that's been sitting there for 2 weeks, and I've now got about 3 days to return them. So if I don't do them tomorrow, I'm having to pay 50 odd quid for something. So, but yeah, that's my opinion on that. Other people will go, no, I ain't working for anyone else ever again. So yeah, I've been sitting down, right. Yes, you can go home of a night morning when you're done. Yeah. But again, that's an advantage and disadvantage. If you're working from home, when I was young and I was doing spreadsheets and databases and all the contracts I did, I said to him, I refuse to do more than 30 hours a week. What's the point of working for myself otherwise? And what I used to do was roll out of bed at 10 o'clock and then work through till about 4 in the afternoon. That's my 6 hours done. Or I might work through till 6 o'clock and have an extra day off every few days. But then when you're doing databases, you're talking. But see, one of the tricks I used to use, the Star Trek principle. They'd say to me, how long will it take you to do? And I'll go, about 3 months. And they'll go, can you do it in 2.5? I go, well, I'll try and I'll get it done in 2. And I've known all along I can do it in 2. But obviously, if you tell them 3 months, you ain't got to work so hard, have you? And you earn a bit more money. So, you know I can do it, but also covers your ass. If you think you can do it in 2 and you end up doing it in 2.5, they're like, where's my database? So,
Got to see an update.
yes, always. When do I not? When do you actually expect me to go? Nah, don't want to see your update.
Well, we never know.
Right, you have the full screen. Oh, that's so much better. I like that. See, I'm an eyes person. I when I talk to you, I'm talking to your eyes, and I do believe I don't get on well with people who wear sunglasses. And that is absolutely amazing. Now you've got the eyes, and I like the shine on the forehead where the light.
Very old picture. This a very old phone.
Don't matter. Still you. Do you know what? The position where you're looking, that is you.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I know you better than some people do, but if just those eyes, if you zoomed in and lost the hairline and that is, I'm looking at Natasha. I can see that from those eyes. Do you agree, Teresa?
You can tell when I'm happy to when I'm not with my eyes.
Yes. Yeah.
And my eyes are always like that when I'm happy.
I talk to people's eyes. The eyes, your body can be telling me a lie, but your eyes will be telling me the truth.
Yeah.
You know, when you say to someone, "Oh, are you all right?" and they go, "Yeah, I'm all right," and you can tell from their eyes they're not.
Yeah.
So no, I like that. Now you've got those eyes in. That looks beautiful.
It just took some doing to get them eyes in because it was a lot of colour change.
Pretty quick because they're not block, are they? It was what, 4, 5, 6 colours in those eyes?
Didn't count.
Yeah.
But it was quite colour changing, odd colour here and odd colour there.
Yeah, it will do. It's the eyes, isn't it? Oh.
But yeah, it'll look better as soon as I got my son's eyes in there.
Yeah.
Because you can just tell he's got my eyes.
Yeah.
Straight away.
For me, it's easier from working from home. It's easier for me due to my health. Yeah. Obviously, when you've got choice in it, if I ever get to the point where I can't leave the house, obviously I can't do coach driving, so I've got to look at either being on permanent disability, and I know.
Do you mind if I quickly run toilet? Sorry to butt in.
You go for it. Don't even need to tell us. Just say, "Excuse me."
Yeah, man, I've got to explain myself.
No, you don't have to. Obviously, if you can't leave the house, then you can't do a job that involves you leaving the house. So sometimes your lifestyle makes the choice easier. Looking really good, Tasha. Definitely agree. It definitely does. So, right. So I need to wait for Tasha to come back now. Otherwise, I can't finish the stream. Because she's the one who says goodbye because she's really good at it. Right, guys. So I'm sorry I haven't done as much as I'd like to have done. But, that's the way it is sometimes. But I think we had a bit of fun. I did enjoy doing that video. I really did. I don't know if you're still watching, Haribo, if you're watching later on. But I'm gonna upload that as an you won't see it on my YouTube channel, but that's my way of testing copyrights and things. But I suspect if I have a copyright, it will affect this stream as well. I don't know if I can see the stream before I finished content live. I've got nothing on this video to tell me that it's that there's any problems. But analytics for live videos. Apparently this video hasn't had any views since it was published, yet it's telling me I've got 10 views. it's quite interesting how all these analytics, and I don't really understand them. 60% browse features, 20% external, 10% YouTube search, 10% notifications.
Okay.
Don't really understand what all half of that means.
No, I can't tell you myself.
I've got an impressions graph that is going up like that. I don't know what that means. But what I do know, and I see a lot of YouTubers complaining about this. On average, it seems that 90% of their views, or can be as low as 70%, but a large proportion of the views comes from people that aren't subscribed, which I don't know. It's nice if you can get 100% subscribe, but then if you're getting 100% of your views from subscribers, does that just mean that your channel isn't growing? You know, if you're getting, I don't know, let's say I have 1,000 views and 100% of those come from subscribers and 900 come from non-subscribers, that's 900 opportunities to get a new subscriber. Yeah, whereas if no one's going to subscribe to my channel if they're already subscribed, the only thing, your videos, for me, your videos do one of two things. If they're subscribed, hopefully it keeps them as a subscriber. They think it's still worth subscribing. And if they're not a subscriber, hopefully they go, I like this. I want to be notified of more stuff like this. So I'll subscribe and hit the bell button, which obviously I do ask people to do. But yeah, I'm never really, excuse me. I've never been, well, I used to be obsessed with views and things like that, but oh, blimey. I don't know. See, my subscriber count, 761 subscribers. Now, I know I recently hit 750, and I could have sworn I hit 761. Sorry, 765. But it's saying that I've gained 2 subscribers in the last 28 days. So that must mean that I ain't got a clue. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I have lost some. See, I lost 1, gained 1, then gained 2, then lost 1, gained 1, lost 1. That's normal. I think that's normal anyway. Lost 1, then lost 1. But let's have a look in the last 90 days. See, I've gained 6. Wow, I've gained 16. Yes, it's the last 3 months I've hit. It's blah, 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 blah. It's the last 3 months I hit 750. I suppose I should do a 750. I did do a 750 giveaway. Right, let's finish off these comments. Yes, you can go home morning. Although for me it's easier working from home. It's easier for me due to my health. Yeah. Looking like, there you go, looking really good, Tash. Definitely agree. Definitely does look. It definitely is your eyes. Yet another great stream. Thank you very much. And get your questions in nice and quick. Haribo TV says, is it a human fictional character? No. And now I think we've narrowed it down a lot. So I need to blow my nose badly. Well, any way that I blow it will be good. Right, guys. So with your permission, well, even without your permission, I'm going to finish the stream now. So thank you very much for watching. Will I be streaming tomorrow? Yes, I'll be streaming tomorrow, 8 o'clock. I don't expect you guys to remember this, but my next stream after tomorrow will be, I have to work this out with nights. And I have to work out with a pencil because I'm a constipated mathematician. Get it? constipated mathematician, worked out with a pencil. Right, so I'm working Tuesday, so that means I'm working Thursday, Wednesday evening, which means I'll be home on Thursday, but I'm working Thursday, Friday, which means I'll be home Saturday morning. So my next streams after tomorrow will be Saturday and Sunday. However, we'll see what happens from Monday, because if they have me on, well, by the time we get to Saturday, we'll know what we're looking at for Sunday. I will stream on Sunday, but if I'm working Monday early, then I won't be able to do a long stream. So Haribo says, see you tomorrow, Auntie Penny. Oh God, and Auntie Tasha. Good night, budgies, and those slippers. You made those slippers famous. Yeah, they're definitely your slippers, aren't they? Right, do you want to close us off then?
Yep, I will do. Thank you once again for joining. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope to see you on the next one. In the meantime, happy crafting and stay safe.